Welcome back to another summer update. I'm Bill Chaves, Director of Athletics, with Erik Martinson, Deputy AD, and Jody Hodgson from the REA. So, we learned when we released the other parts of the summer updates that it pretty well received, huh, Erik? And so, you know what? We figured let's do one more of these before the podcast starts with me and Alex Heiner.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of great things going on this summer, and we just want to get it out there. We want to preach it from the rooftops that a lot of great things happening, a lot of good things happening going on inside of our buildings, outside of our buildings, with student athletes moving in and around the summer. So some good stuff. So let's get into it.
Yeah. So between Jody and Erik, you all were really on the forefront. About a year ago, last year, we were going through a process where we were potentially combining multimedia rights. And we did do that. I mean, it eventually happened, and that's where Fighting Hawk Sports Partnerships was born. But kind of work through that process a little bit, and I'll just have you guys kind of bat it back and forth.
Yeah, I think it's been a great process. Basically, what we did is went from an outsourced third-party model to an in-house model, and retained the staff that were involved with that. So we've got 3 staff members full-time that are dedicated to Fighting Hawk Sports Partnerships, and I think they've done a really good job of combining the assets and pulling all those assets into one operating business unit. And the first year of it's been really successful. We're really excited. We're well into the selling season here for the second season with that, and it's gone really, really well. And I think we've been able to combine our assets to the benefit of both entities, and maybe more so to the benefit of our corporate partners. Those partners now have a real long a la carte menu, and if they want to sponsor football, great. They want to sponsor hockey, great. They want to do radio, intellectual property, whatever they want to do. We've got a really good menu of assets there to provide now. Yeah,
I think our teammates with Tony, Brock, Ron, they're in the community, moving and grooving, and like you said, you can really leverage the assets that we have together, and it's a great thing. It benefits the UND athletics and the Ralph, and what we're trying to do from and really get the corporate sponsorship piece out there, and have them have what do they want, like you said, what excites you, and what do you want to see with your brand, and we're able to do that with at our games, and on our billboards, and the inventory that we have. So It's been a good success.
I should say this though, if you are a corporation and you want to be a part of it, I mean, just reach out to one of us, right? I mean, we can get you in contact, and really you could go from a little bit to a whole lot, right?
Yeah, it's I think there's a really neat opportunity there for corporate partners of any size or any scope in any industry or category to create something and to partner with our guys to tailor a package. And I think that's one of the neatest things about doing it in-house, is our ability to tailor packages and find out what the needs are of that organization or company or corporate partner, and then work with our guys to create something that allows them to reach their goals.
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that, this year, we've probably added on another group to now help us. And I think as we were going through the process last year, I think we probably put 2 buckets together. We said, well, if it's a corporate partnership, it is very relational, very relational. Yeah. If you're talking tickets, to some degree, it's more transactional. So we were able to kind of maybe go down a path that we haven't done in a long while. So why don't you guys talk about that?
Yeah, I think if summer of 2022 was about the sponsorship realm and a business standpoint, all of our corporate partnerships, summer of 2023 is about outbound ticket sales efforts, and the efforts of our enterprise to get more aggressive and to invest in a real proactive outbound ticket sales team. So we're really excited to have a guy by the name of John Kramer, who's here with us now. Yeah. John comes to us with a wealth of experience in the NFL with the Philadelphia Eagles, in the NHL with the Philadelphia Flyers and the Nashville Predators, in the NBA with the Cleveland Cavaliers most recently, as well as some experience in the collegiate world at Temple. So he's our new director of ticket sales, and he's going to do a great job with our efforts to try and be more aggressive, to try and generate attendance and try and generate ticket sales for all of our programs. So I think it's a really exciting time. I think we're being a lot more aggressive and proactive there than we have been in the past, and look forward to working with that crew.
Yeah, I think, we always said we want someone waking up every morning thinking about ticket sales and selling tickets and really feeding the need of what's out there, right? Like we've had, we've always taken calls when it comes to group sales, and how can we do this with this different group or that group. But really now that we can kind of go out and do that outbound piece of it, I think it's going to fit a need, and I think we can get creative with a lot of stuff. It's not just going to be the general 30 tickets, here you go, and he's going to be able to fulfill things and be able to do different things with our coaching and our coaches and our teams and the experience that a group can have at our events. So he's got a lot of great ideas, and we're going to try to get a little crafty with some things. So it's exciting.
It sure is.
Last comment regarding this topic, maybe more of a comment that you can react to, is I know you two bi-weekly meet with a group, and there's a lot of conversation that goes on, and I think it's good for our fans to know that there's crossover or cross-pollination conversation going on.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's, we kind of refer to it internally as the evolution of the business side of the industry, right? So Erik and I are overseeing a group we call the revenue group internally, and we're looking from a marketing standpoint, ticket sales, multimedia rights, sponsorship, all those things. And it's just become such an important part of our business that, we've got the people on board that we have there now, and the collaboration between the two organizations, I don't think it's ever been stronger. And we really, Erik and I kind of got to the point where we would talk about it and we'd say, hey, if we were the Cincinnati Bengals, what would we do?
Right.
For the Kansas City Chiefs or the Kansas City Royals, what would we do, right? We'd be all in one bucket. We'd work together to the benefit of both parties. And I think we've always done that, and we're doing it to even a greater extent now. Yeah,
there's a business aspect to a lot of the stuff we do, and we always want to keep the student-athlete experience and the fan experience at the forefront. But how can we do that in a way that we're all collaborating with, like you said, the different business entities that we have and the different business personnel that go and move about their business, but it has to be done in a collaborative way, because if one person does something, it's going to have a trickle effect to the others. Sure. And that's the greatest piece about our collaboration and how well it's been working together is, like if we make a decision here, our marketing team needs to know, and our foundation team needs to know, and different things. So it's been great to have that group and just kind of work it all as one team, which has been really, really fun.
So final thing, I lied. I thought that was going to be the final comment. It's not. We last year, this time as well, as we went through that whole conversation about Fighting Hawk Sports partnerships, we also re-upped with our television and our radio partners. And so just a quick comment about how that's gone over the last year, and then what we can look forward to moving forward.
Yeah, I think with iHeartRadio and Midco, it's been a pretty wildly success for the first year. Being again with that collaborative group and having them involved, and Paul Ralston kind of doing his thing with the two different groups, and just seeing like what worked last year and what can we get better. We've done some infrastructural things that really kind of worked in kind of, we call it year zero, right? And we're really going to see a lot of that impact, and even from a pregame standpoint and in-game standpoint of seeing it, hey, that worked, but how do we make it better? How do we change it? How can we see things differently? So I think it's been awesome partnerships with both those. Yep. And we're excited for this upcoming year.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. It's neat to kind of see the evolution of it as well, right? Like we'll do some testing here in the next couple of weeks on things like the location of the analyst desk. And when you think of the opportunity in front of us with our partners, like if you look at TV and Midco Sports, at our level to do a 30-minute pregame show and have an analyst desk for intermissions and post-game and the talent, the opportunities we have with guys like Alex and Jake and the things we're doing at football, Brian and his crew, we're pretty darn lucky to have the partners that we do. And as Marty said, we're going to take what we learned in year zero and even try and improve it here in year one moving forward.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think at some point in time they would say, what, cash is king, content is king.
Yeah.
And we're able to get a lot of content out. And I think that's important because our fan base is just so supportive, and I think they want to hear these types of things.
We have a story to tell, and we have an awesome story to tell, and we want to get that out there because we want to tell our story and be able to share the awesome humanitarian things that we're doing. Like we're doing so great in the classroom and in the community and so many other things outside of competition that we're able to kind of, again, tell our story and really have it from when you are watching the competition. So it's pretty neat, and we're really lucky to have the partners that we have.
No doubt. Well, hopefully you enjoyed part 1 of the summer update. We'll be back for parts 2 and 3.